So, I guess we can talk about the protocol a little bit. Where to keep it.
Yes.
Into the video, keep it to date. You know, say everything sometimes.
Right. Well, my phone doesn't have any
sound.
No. But I guess we can go back to. I mean, my husband has given you kind of a background. We got the diagnosis when Kiva was 2.5. Something was wrong. We just knew it, but we got, oh, he's a boy, and you know, he'll come around. We got his ears checked 3 or 4 times, and they continue to say to go back to get the ears checked, and I'm like, stop. But we found out later on that doctor was actually ripping us off. They owed us like $200 once I went through my insurance. It was bad. But besides that, we have a new pediatrician, and we also met Carmen. Well, Kenyatta met Carmen and Walter at the autism walk, and then I called them or whatever. And ever since then, ever since we met with them, they gave us the whole line in the email, because, you know, with the conspiracy husband that I had, he wanted to make sure that what was it they were putting in the drink. So we wanted to, you know, Walter Carmen has always said, research it yourself. Don't take my word for it. So everything that they give you, you can look and there is facts on it or whatever. There isn't anything that they're forcing you to take, but their whole family is taking it and doing it, and then we see the result. So I'm trying to strive for that result. You know, it's already done in my eyes. You know, I've seen so much progress from Kiva. So right now we're working on getting him to I guess directions. So telling him, follow directions. So we're working on that. We're working on potty training. It took us a year to get the pee down, and we're working on the poop part. So, but he will find, like yesterday. Sometimes I just let him walk around and let him feel that even though it's stinking my house up, you need to do it yourself. So he went and put himself on the potty and, you know, and try to wipe himself. So then I'll help him, you know. And then I had him in a clay bath just a couple of days ago. I was helping Carmen because I talk to her like every day. He's like, I poop. And he was holding his poop, and I'm like, yay! So I put him on the toilet, and he was like, ooh, it's big. Right? So all of this is a lot. Yeah, it's new. He doesn't know how, he didn't tell us before the, you know, verbs of how he feels, you know, so I'm like, yay, even though I'm like, oh, I'll help you, but, you know, yay.
So we get more conversational language. Before it was just, it went from nonverbal to mimicking cartoons to now we understand that he's communicating with us now, right? So with that, we can use it. We can use that for instruction, direction, or whatever, because now he's really talking to us. He's not just, you know, yelling out of line out of Looney Tunes that he heard and say, hey, he said this, but it wasn't functional.
Right, and then sometimes he'll say a whole conversation, but I don't know, I can't really understand, so I have to figure it out, because he would say but way for a long time. I'm like, do you know what that is? Until he said, but way. He said that way. He can't say that way. So when he said but way, I'm like, oh, that way? So it sounds like it's straight out of, you know, Looney Tunes, whatever, to me. And then today he wanted me to put on the dinosaurs. So he came down and he's like, no, it's dinosaurs. And I'm like, okay, put on the dinosaurs. So and then he'll say, put on dinosaurs, but it still won't be clear. But at least I'll kind of get him to say it better or whatever. So even the last, I mean, for the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to really give him everything on, you know, everything, the earth, the canopy, everything. So for the last week, I've seen, even today, I've seen a lot of speech. Like today, my cousin, she was over at, we were over there, and we were saying 1, 2, 3, and she was tickling him, but she said, gotcha, buddy. And he would say, gotcha, buddy. So that's him. Whatever. Yeah, so he would say, gotcha, buddy. So everything she said, he repeated or whatever. And
nice and clear.
Yeah, it sure is.
So we'll get him to stay by himself.
How old is Keegan? How old is Keegan?
So that's it. He's 4. Keegan is 4 years old. Oh my gosh, Trinity's 4. Keegan is 6. I just had another baby, so you know, it's too many. Yeah, Keegan is 6. He'll be 7 next year, or whatever. But what else did he do? Oh, with the baby. Now this is how his social skills. Because before he never really, him and his sister would play. She would basically be saying, okay, let's play. So I was sitting on the sofa, so he came and he wanted me to give him the baby. So I gave it to him. I'm like, there you go, you know. So he sat down and he was holding the baby. I got video of that too, or whatever. So he sat down and he was holding the baby. And he'll say baby, and he said to him, wake up, right? Because he wants to play with him too. So that is, you know, he was always disconnected from playing with kids. And then sometimes he was underneath the sofa with the blanket for a tent with his sister, and he was like, boo. So that was initiated by him. You know, because usually she'll bring it on, but like this time it was all him or whatever, so because he likes to hear. So his social life is coming up or whatever. Right? And he just loves kids, but he doesn't force himself on the kids like.
And all these actions are development and learning. They're the same way we learn. You learn from playing with other kids. You practice other things. So even the programs that are out now, the play project and ABA therapy and so on, are part of educational play. All right, are part of educational play. So the thing is, I promote social behavior. So my thing is that the child is able to go out in public places or whatever, and you, speaking as a parent, you feel embarrassed in any way, you know, don't. Because they have.
Okay, I'll go. So we have 2 children on the protocol. Marcus is 10 and Jalen is 13. Before we started, Marcus was not potty trained. I mean, he could go pee, but we had the diapers for him to go poop in because it just wasn't clicking. He would get frustrated, it wasn't happening. After the first week, I think, on the protocol, he got it. It was like this one weekend, and he sat on the potty. I'm like, oh my God, he's pooped. And we've seen so many gains with him. Like 2 years ago, even a year ago, him sitting there would be impossible. And you know, with my daughter, as far as her functional language has really improved, and just being able to engage in conversations with people. Stuff like that, it's like that little stuff that you don't think about until you see them do it. You're like, wait a minute, was they doing that before? So we've had some really great success with the protocol. I think it's a really good base for parents to start out at. If you don't know where to go and you haven't tried anything else, this is like one of the best foundations for you to start before you start doing other things. It kind of strips a lot of the other stuff down. So
I think the biggest thing was for us, not only the protocol being the biggest thing, but it was also kind of a group, if you will, to kind of share our thoughts, you know, because there's that scary feeling of, you know, just say amongst our community, it's kind of a hush-hush thing. We don't really get out, and, you know, we rather, I don't know if it's the type of thing where we're kind of told to kind of suppress how we feel, or maybe even keep our kids away from whatever. You know, we do it. We all do it. But I think the biggest thing is that we're all, as an organization, as a people, you know, we're able to share our thoughts. And then this protocol is another thing that kind of made it all gel. So yeah, I'm definitely happy. Yeah, and it's nice to meet everybody. Yeah.
Hello.
Sandra, and my son is Nicholas. He's 22 years old, so he's a lot older than most of your children here. He has 2 years changed. We've been on the protocol since since December of 2013. And we've had a lot of ups and downs. We haven't had any great breakthroughs, but we've had a lot of minor things. students have had that. Our most recent experience is that, well, let me go back a little bit. Last week we had a really rough week. Nicholas goes to a transition school, and he rides the bus. The bus drive is like 2 hours, getting him home in the evening and getting him there to school. So it's quite a long time for him to pay attention. So we rearranged that and had the bus driver pick. But prior to that, he was just doing a lot of things on the bus, you know, throwing things out the window. I don't know how that happened because he had a harness on and it was fastened to the back of the seat. But anyway, his nature is always to just run and hide and get things and hide them in places that we don't want him to put them. But he gets great enjoyment out of that. But he was kind of docile over the weekend. We're still sticking with the protocol. Unfortunately, we started giving him medications at an early on age. So now we're trying to wean him off the medication so that the protocol would work more effectively. He's got good moments and he has bad moments. So basically, right now he's having a good moment. He's having a good moment. He even put his head down. He's loving right now. So I'm grateful for every good moment that we get because I feel like the protocol is working in between, you know. We have reduced his medicines. So
that's right.
And 11 years old. The oldest one is named Sean. The other one is Adam. Okay. Been on the protocol for 3 months. Since that time, my youngest boy, which was on the low end of the spectrum, he went from being he was mainstreamed into a class for about an hour a day. And since that time, his teacher's trying to get him in there half a day now.
That's right.
My oldest son is a little bit further along on the spectrum, and all of his motor skills are fine. All of his social skills are pretty decent. You wouldn't notice anything offhand. I have noticed his concentration level when he's doing, I'm working with him with homework and things. He is starting to focus a little bit more, a little less distracted. So we're seeing some improvement, but we know it's going to take time. It's not something that's just going to all of a sudden stop. You know? So just as anybody else knows, sometimes you make a little 2 steps forward, you might end up taking 1 step back. You know, you might take 3 steps back.
That's right.
You know, as long as you keep taking that step forward, it's going to be all right. That's pretty much it.
All right.